Hello everyone! Welcome to this week's Monday video. Today I am talking about an event I went to on Saturday, which was a collaboration between the games company Bethesda and a place called Xtreme Gaming, which is, as far as I can understand, is a place where you rented time on a video games console. And I don't know if it's specifically a thing in Colchester or if there are other locations, but yep, that was a thing. So this event was called Fallout Celebration. I guess it was for getting people interested in the upcoming Fallout 4, and also just trying to give something back to the fans of the series. I went with my brother, and I thought you might just be interested in what was going on there.
So, they had a place where you could play Fallout 1 and 2, which I'd personally never tried until then, but I tried Fallout 1 and it just seemed like it was going to be so difficult, and I didn't really want to spend all day sitting there attempting it over and over again, as I died about 5 times within about 10 minutes. There's also a place where you could play Fallout 3. Sadly, having started playing Fallout 1, most of the consoles had already been taken up by the time we were actually interested. They also set a challenge to see who could get to the end of the game first, and I'm pretty sure a guy did it in under 2 hours, which just seems mental. Eventually, me and my brother managed to get a go on Fallout 3, but sadly the game seemed to be corrupted and we just got this crashed screen of the Demon Father. He did have a cool Brotherhood of Steel power armor statue that I got a very blurry picture with. I even went for a sneaky arse grab, but how could I not? 6'5" with buns of steel. There was a guy cosplaying a really cool Vault Dweller outfit, with his own Pip-Boy, which looked really cool. There was also a downstairs area that was set up a bit like a bunker, where you could just sit down and relax a bit. They also had some cool game memorabilia down there. Someone had made some really cool Fallout themed cupcakes, with some pretty explosive flavours.
Oh, no, stop it, yeah, I know. There was also a quiz, in which we came joint third with 2 other groups. I was picked to answer the question for the decider round. Sadly, it didn't go so well because I was feeling a bit uncomfortable, but we still got some prizes.
At the end of the night, there was a live band who were pretty good, but I think I would have preferred a bit more mid-20th century music, but they're still good. A few days before the event, they sent out this schedule, and I assumed it was pretty cast iron, but then when we did get there at 12, there was no lunch, which wouldn't have been a problem, but I hadn't eaten much in the morning and I was quite hungry, and we didn't get anything to eat until about 3:20. At the end of the day, it seemed like only about 1 or 2 things actually went by what the schedule had said. I guess they just kind of threw it out the window, thinking it didn't really fit the event. But I also feel if you're going to say this is when things are going to happen, that's probably when you should do them. After a few hours of the event we got a bit bored, but there was some stuff on later on in the day that we wanted to come back for, so we thought we'd go to the cinema, but sadly there was nothing we wanted to see. But failing that, we went on a bit of a tour around Colchester, went to Castle Park, which was really nice. It's a big castle. Sadly, a bit more expensive than I was planning to pay to go inside it, so we didn't do that. But we went around the park a bit, quite nice.
Bored of the thing and left, so we're playing poo sticks in the park. So who will win, me or Matthew? 3, 2, 1, go. Like, for those of you who don't know what poo sticks is, you put a twig in the water and you see who gets out first.
Come on, Sticky.
Come on, Smelly.
Oh, you win.
Did I?
Yeah.
I can't even see them. Oh, I can now.
Win.
Zoom in. Action shot. Can I not zoom in whilst I'm already videoing? No, I can't. Oh, now I can. There it goes. And there go my dreams.
I found this kind of monument to WI, and I thought it needed a bit more upkeep, but at the same time I guess it's kind of challenging gender roles, that the Women's Institute doesn't have time to keep their flowers looking pretty.
One of the great things about it was, I got so much stuff. My brother got these Fallout coasters, but he left them in my bag when he went home, so I guess they belong to me now. I got this deck of Fallout cards, and for winning a kind of spot quiz thing, I got an official Fallout 3 game guide. My game guide also came with a really nice poster of the wasteland that you can see up there, replacing my Zelda poster because it kept flipping falling down. On the subject of free stuff, I did also get this terrifying Vault Boy mask.
And now it just sits there on my shelf freaking me out.
When it came to our 5th place prize in the quiz, I won one of these again, and I asked the lady if I could change it up, thinking it was a bit cheeky, but we'll see what she says. And instead, I got this Vault Tech lunchbox. And after seeing what was inside, I felt even more cheeky. I had assumed it was about the same value as the game guide, but it turned out it came with a bobblehead, a Fallout 3 making of DVD, a Fallout 3 art book, and a copy of Fallout 3 for PS3. After all of this, I felt really bad because I got all this free stuff that I didn't realise I was getting. I thought it was just a lunchbox, but the lady seemed fine with it, so... Overall, I think maybe the event just wasn't quite for me. I mean, as much as I like the Fallout games, it's not one of my top 5 loved games, so it's not something I get crazy passionate about. Also, the fact that me and my brother were about 20 minutes early and the only people there for a while made me feel a bit uncomfortable, and I just found it difficult to get out of that uncomfortable feeling. Plus, I think getting there at 12 meant that we were waiting around a lot for stuff to happen. But some people clearly really enjoyed it. There's been a lot of positive feedback, and one person even proposed to someone else, so they must have thought it was a pretty special occasion. And on that note, congratulations and good luck. Overall, I would say maybe it needed to be a bit more organised and maybe have a bit more stuff that you could interact with. But for their first Bethesda fan event in this country, it went pretty well, and people enjoyed it. And I hope any of the somewhat negative things I've said here don't upset any of the staff that were working there. They were all very enthusiastic, very kind, and they definitely added good stuff to the event. Going quickly back to the Fallout 3 I won, as kind of ungrateful as it sounds, I am going to offer this as a giveaway for my channel, as I already own the game and have beaten it. I have to point out though that this is the vanilla copy of the game, not the Game of the Year edition, and it's for PlayStation 3. The first person to comment saying they want this game can then jump over to my Facebook, send me their address, and I will send it off to them as soon as possible. Sadly, due to not wanting to spend too much on this, I'm only going to allow this for people that live in the UK. Anyway, I'd like to say a big thanks to you for watching this, and a big thanks to the people that ran the event. As always, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again.
Doorbells, landlords, I make it clear
That no matter how they coax him,
I'll stay right here.